Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. As you can see, I'm back at Universal Studios because we have some leftovers. We need to talk about some more things and there's just always something happening here. So that's why we're doubling up this week. It's craziness. Hold on, I know. It might be a little too much to handle, but we're gonna do it anyway. So without further ado, how about you and I dive right in. Wow, the country music is very loud at City Walk and that's why you're gonna hear me just talk over it because I do not want that copyright strike. And as you can see right here at the Escapology, I think that's what this is, right? Escapology, yeah, it is. Escapology. They're moving along nicely here. They have a lot of work happening on the inside and they're working on the primer on the outside of the building here. But peeking around the corner, look at that over here at the former iFly location. It's been leveled and they filled in that basement level. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait for the next step, which could be a cotton candy stand. I'm hoping for one, but I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, and then you can see at the Escapology sign, they're getting ready for some more painting. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna repaint the whole building or if it'll stay this orange color. I have a feeling it's gonna be completely different. Now, one of the other reasons why I wanted to start the video off over here is because some other creators have spotted that they've put up some construction fencing in the parking structure that's really close to the old iFly location. So we're gonna go over here. I'm getting like deja vu because one, when I would clock out, when I worked here at Walking Dead, I would park over here. So I'm getting like flashbacks. And also when I was doing my Halloween Horror Nights updates, remember I used to come over here to the Curious George lot and we could peek down into the H lot haunted houses. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. But yeah, that was definitely some good old times. It looks to be on ground level, so let's see if we can head over there. And yeah, I don't think the walls are right there. We have one more to go. We have to go down to the blue level. This is some riveting content, by the way. Hope all of you are on the edge of your seats. Well, let's see here. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Bam. So this is all supposed to be a part of the new security check, the security hubs. And it looks like we're gonna have to enter towards the parking structures so they can totally secure City Walk. It's very similar to what they've done with Downtown Disney at Disney. But yeah, look at this. This is brand new. This popped up, what, I would say maybe a week or two ago? Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this because if this is gonna be the new entrance, then that would be kind of crazy. Yeah, a lot of people park here. A lot of employees park over here. So I don't know if everyone's gonna have to walk through this or there'll be a separate employee entrance, but yeah, there's some interesting developments happening here in the Curious George lot. Just like I mentioned in my previous video, I feel like all of these little projects that are happening around City Walk and the parking structures and whatnot are just precursors to a larger plan that we're just not seeing yet. And that larger plan might be a massive expansion to Universal Studios Hollywood. So I talked about it in my previous video how all these things are just adding up. And they wouldn't do this if they weren't planning on something huge. So it's gonna be exciting. I don't know. I think there's more to the story than meets the eye over here at the Curious George lot and outside of the Jurassic parking structure. So, which I'll probably check up on the way out. I'm also gonna meet up with some friends, some fellow coaster enthusiasts, and we're just gonna enjoy the park today. So yeah, on the way out today, I'll check up on that. But look at this, also another closure here. The Raiders store has now closed at City Walk. So something new is on the way, or they might just completely reconfigure this altogether. For my Halloween Horror Nights fans, the first haunted house is going in right here at Escapology. And then for those wondering about Margaritaville, well, I think it's gonna stay. I don't think this is going anywhere anytime soon. It's really not that old, so yeah, I don't think they're gonna get rid of it. And then over here in front of the movie theater, they're still working on this project. Still have no idea what's going on over here. Oh, well, might be the start of a roller coaster, you never know. Yeah, you can see they're already starting to rip up the ground, so maybe a support column will go right here. Yeah, it looks like some utility work might be happening in front of the Starbucks here. It might have something to do with what's happening in front of the theater. Oh yeah, they're like totally digging underneath the ground there. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but they are They're going pretty deep. The hockey store is moving along nicely. And then a little bit closer to the front entrance, you can see over there at Line Friends Square, they've installed a digital display. So it looks like we're gonna have some digital action going on right across from Hello Kitty. I have a feeling that this store is gonna be very popular. And then still no movement over here. This is all just one big mystery. Don't know if they're gonna tear this down or they're gonna replace it with some new tenants. But yeah, City Walk continues its major changes. Made it to the plaza and they have the security check closer to the front gate because yeah, it's really not that busy and it's later on in the day. Park closes in like 3 hours. So it is 3:03, yeah, they close at 6. So it's not too crazy today. Unlike Disneyland. The other day at Disneyland, it was so bad. Like Goofy's Sky School had a 100-minute wait. No thank you. Oh yeah, and with the power of editing, I've made it in the park. I had to move the car though. One of the minions let me know that a preferred spot was open, so I just ended up moving the car up here. Thankfully, they had one spot left. Yeah, I totally recommend this. If it's available online, definitely do it because it puts you right in front of the Universal Studios store. We'll go over to Fast and the Furious in just a little bit. But as a word of advice, I would brace for the spring break crowds here in the next few weeks. A lot of the theme parks are a little busy. This is not too bad, but I would say it's a little bit busier than my previous visit a couple days ago. Yeah, over here at Minions, it has a 35-minute wait, and then Secret Life of Pets is posted at an hour. So yeah, it's pop, lock, and dropping today. Okay, met up with some friends, and we're heading over to the studio tour. Last studio tour is at like 4:15, I think, so we're gonna do that before it is wrapped up. But look at this, they've taken down the scrim for all the scaffolding there. It's been windy the past couple days, so that's probably why. Or they might just be preparing to take it all down in general, but yeah, I think we got a lot of brick going on. Yeah, this thing, it looks good, but it looks so out of place when you stack it up against the Simpsons land and then the rest of the area over here. This building is massive. All right, here we go, 15-minute wait, I'll take it. I will take the 15 minutes. Zach, what do you have to say about the goats on the hill over here?
I think it's pretty goated.
I would have to agree. Yeah, do you think they're actually eating the vegetation or they're doing something else?
Yeah, I think they're on something. I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, they're on a hill.
Yeah, they're slanted. They're leaning.
They could be getting ready for their next big roll because they're right next to Soundstage. Well, I don't know what those numbers are, but they're next to 33 over here. So,
Club 33. I don't think we can say that here, can we?
Yeah, but say that's a competitor.
Oh shoot, my bad. Oh, you can see one little goat. He's running. He's on a mission. The lean is leaning.
Okay, the gang has finished with the studio tour. Carter, what are we doing next?
I have no idea.
Well, Drew, what are we doing?
It's not up to me.
Sneak into Waterworld.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
Not doing that.
What are you talking about? We can go up this way. Okay, don't break into Waterworld. That is a no-go. We don't want to do that. Show's actually already done for the day. The last show was at 4 p.m., so we missed it by a few minutes, but that's okay. But the next journey, I don't know what the next journey is going to be. Maybe somewhere in the upper lot, maybe the lower lot. I don't know. Ethan, are we doing Mummy later? We doing boost mode on Mummy? We might be doing boost mode later. I don't know. Okay, before we figure out the next attraction, here's your latest look at Fast and the Furious. Really not too many differences compared to the last video, except for the addition of those support columns down over there by where the sound wall is going in. So yeah, it looks like all they have to do now is some track in that spot, and then the entire layout will be done. And we'll have a finished circuit. Then they'll move on to the testing phase, which will be really cool. So Drew, what are you thinking of Fast and Furious? This is your first time seeing it since like all of this has been put up.
Yeah, no, the last time I was here, this wasn't even a thought yet, I don't think. It's kind of remarkable, to be honest. It's huge. Like, I've seen tons of video, tons of pictures. This thing is massive, genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, this stall element and then the dive loop. Like, it's just insanely big. And, I mean, looking at it in person, this roll right here, perfect example. It's going to be ridiculously intense and super just whippy and kind of relentless. I'm so stoked this thing's going to open next year.
Will it be your new number one?
You know, legitimately looking at it right now, it might be. I mean, obviously, I won't know till I ride it, but like, I think it's at least gunning for like a top 10 spot at the bare minimum.
Yeah, like I mean, in California for me, it might be number one. I don't know. I still love Ghost Rider, especially night rides during Scary Farm, but this one, yeah, in California, this one might be the new number one. I don't know. It's gonna be quite the battle. We got some good coasters here in SoCal, but this one is next level.
I mean, think about this, right? Universal went, hey, yo, Imtaman, let's talk about Velocicoaster. You did a lot of cool things with that. How about we just turn it to 11? That's what it feels like they did with this ride, honestly. So, I'm still flabbergasted looking at it. Like, it's hard to come up with words looking at it. It's just so remarkable looking.
Especially like that wave turn right here.
I mean, oh man, so many things. It's good.
It's shaping up pretty well. I can't wait to see the testing phase. Hopefully, sometime mid to late spring, we'll see this bad boy start to test. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I cannot wait for Fast to open up. I'm counting down the hypothetical days. I still don't know the exact day it's opening up. They haven't released that information yet. Alrighty, let's do Secret Life of Pets. It's been a minute since we've done this.
Whoa, is that a pet? Is it secret?
Don't be scared. That's so exciting. We're gonna die, everyone. What got you?
Alrighty, just got off Secret Life of Pets. That was a hoot and a holler. Yeah, it's been a while since I was on that, so that was a lot of fun. I do not know what the next destination is, though. What's the next destination?
Either Mummy or Forbidden Journey.
Oh, that's right. We have to do boost mode on Mummy. Drew, have you experienced that yet?
No.
I don't know what to say. I'm just going to leave it in. Alrighty, we're making our way down to the lower lot to do Revenge of the Mummy and maybe another attraction. Alrighty, we're doing Mummy, and just as a heads up, they've also swapped these lockers out for the new ones. So they got rid of those tan-looking ones and replaced them with some orange lockers with the new shape. Okay, we just did a few laps on Mummy, and we were able to get the last ride of the night, so we had the whole train to ourselves, only 6 of us in the train. That means we got that boost mode. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the train will go a lot faster at the initial launch because there's not as much weight in the train. So that first launch is so good. So if there's only like 2 people or 3 people or whatever, we had 6, but it was still beautiful. It's so good. I don't know why Mummy is so good when you ride it last ride of the night in that boost mode. Drew, get over here. You got to talk about the boost mode.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what did you think? This was Drew's first time experiencing that.
Yeah, what the heck was that, dude?
Yeah, why is it so good?
I don't know. It felt like a different ride entirely.
Yeah, the ride is, I would argue it's like 5 to 10 times more like exciting because of that initial kick.
Which is weird because it's only probably going like 2 miles an hour quicker, but that
Yeah.
makes all the difference.
Oh, absolutely. It is so good.
I wish you could ride like that every time because now I feel like I've been spoiled by that last ride. I can't look at it the same way anymore.
No, you never want to ride it like normally ever again. You always want to ride the last ride of the night. And yeah, so again, huge shout out to the team members for making it happen. So, and all the guys are recording us doing a little behind the scenes action right now. Boost mode. Do it. Universal Studios Hollywood. It's the entertainment capital of
LA.
Alrighty, we've made it back upstairs and we're working our way out of the park because the park is officially closed. It's been closed for 28 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna head on out. It was a good day. Got a few updates in there, and before I officially close it out, I did want to talk about just one more thing. Now, before I officially close out today's video, I wanted to touch up on the expansion idea for Universal Studios Hollywood again, because in my previous video, I talked about how those sound stages in the lower lot could be seeing their final days here very, very soon to make way for a massive theme park expansion. And Universal is doing a lot of things in order to prepare for a potential expansion. And just really quickly, I wanted to show you a few more things specifically on the back lot that again point towards a possible expansion coming to the park here in the next few years. Now, as I previously mentioned, Universal's in the process of replacing a lot of their older sound stages with newer and efficient ones. And instead of replacing them in the same spot, they're actually moving the sound stages elsewhere on the lot. Universal's on quite a bit of land. They're on over 400 acres. And it looks like all these new sound stages are being placed closer to the Barham Boulevard side of the property. But the 4 buildings that they had just completed off of Barham Boulevard are not the final phase. There's actually 2 more buildings slated to go up. Those are across from the new voice stages. So where the Universal Lake is, or where they filmed The Creature from the Black Lagoon, that body of water is actually supposed to be filled in, and 2 more buildings are going to be put right there, creating another 4 sound stages. So again, they're taking as much of that unused land up as possible to build all new and efficient sound stages that they can actually use. So what's great is this fuels that fire of them taking down all of those older sound stages in the lower lot behind Transformers and Revenge of the Mummy. Again, those sound stages have been there for quite some time, but if they're building all these new ones, they're already replacing those. So it's only a matter of time until those stages come down, freeing up all that space for even more theme park attractions, which I think Universal is about to pull the trigger on. Because of these 12 new stages in total, it really does give Universal Creative a lot more flexibility in the lower lot to double the lower lot's size if they really wanted to. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this. I'm going to be really keeping a close eye on the back lot too, because once they start construction on those 2 uh, large buildings, or the 4 sound stages across from the new voice stages, then that's when we might see some serious development begin to happen in the lower lot. That's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. I'm going to close it out voiceover style here. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think we're on the cusp of something major coming to Universal Studios Hollywood? I think we are, just because they're doing all of this movement in the back lot, and I don't think they would just keep adding to the studio if they didn't have plans to demo a lot of those old sound stages in favor of theme park expansion. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see over the next few years, but I think Universal Studios Hollywood's future is gonna be really, really bright. And yeah, they want to compete. They really want to compete. The executives have made that very clear. So it's going to be really exciting stuff. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you can let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Universal or some of your other favorite theme parks, well, you should consider subscribing, because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. And also be sure to check me out on Instagram and X. Those links will be down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.